What is going on, guys? XFactorGaming here with a brand new series to the channel. This one is called Retro Rarities for right now. Where we decide if the most rare games on the Super Nintendo, Genesis, and NES are worth the rare tag, or if they're just pieces of crap. Today's game is E.V.O. Search for Eden on the Super NES, and I'll explain the rules to this. They can't be anything I've already reviewed. I'm looking at you, Action52. It cannot be anything that's exclusively two-player, namely namely you, Nintendo World Championships, Blockbuster World Championships, and Campus Challenge. And if it's something I've already reviewed, it's probably going to turn up in my Revisited series a little bit later on this month. Or next month, I should say. And finally, it has to have been licensed, so again, that excludes Action52 from this. Also, it has to have been released, which excludes Cheetahman too. And no, I don't count the ROM of it being dumped and re-released and all that good stuff. Anyway, let's get to the game. Now, as the storyboard said, we're fish. Interesting. There you see the water. Ocean of Origin. And you swim around with the D-pad, and X is what chomps down on everything for you. Okay. Ooh, I'm in a fight with a jellyfish. Or SpongeBob when I need him. We lost some HP there with that jellyfish. Maybe I should leave the jelly alone? No, I got him. That's not a bad deal. Alright, I like this so far, you know? Graphics are pretty good, and the music is actually really peaceful. Actually, it's Y that chomps down. I'm not sure what X does. Because we're eating jellyfishies here. Y is your attack button, which is odd because usually it's A. I'm not going to fault the game for it. This is actually a really good game. The music is actually pretty relaxing. And we actually do get to evolve into something other than what we are. Kind of reminds me of, what is that game? Odell Lake on the Macintosh. Kind of an underwater RPG, which you didn't see that much at all back then, or at all now, really. I mean, maybe another game we're going to cover, Subnautica, actually comes close to it, but I'm not really far enough into Subnautica to tell you that. Because I just started playing it, thanks to Xbox Live. The music is very relaxing here. If I weren't playing a game, it would almost feel like I was watching a special on the Discovery Channel or something. And we have 90 E.V.O. points. I guess we'll figure out what that does later. We're at our 100th E.V.O. point here. Basically, the idea of this game is to eat everything you see. The plants will give you extra HP. Any fish you see will give you E.V.O. points. At first, when I saw John Riggs review this, I kind of compared it to another variant on Echo the Dolphin. But on further review, I think it's actually better than Echo. It's not really that kind of game, though. So bad comparison, I guess. It's easy to pick up and play. A little easy game to chill for a few hours with. So I'd say if you can't play Subnautica on the Xbox One for whatever reason and you have it, play this. I mean, to me, Subnautica feels like the human form of this. And you'll see what I mean when we actually, as we pass level 1 there, you'll see what I mean when I actually review Subnautica a little bit later on this month. I like this little overworld map here. Now we'll go to the next part. The Cave of Guidance. Ooh. More jellyfish to take on. So, we're fighting a bunch of Squidwards. Nickelodeon would not like that. Hiya, Squidward. I'm eating you now. Where are all these little Squidwards coming from? Kind of wondering what the E.V.O points are actually supposed to do. Now, I'm diving into this for the first time like you guys are with this video, so there's lots to learn about. Here in the Cave of Guidance. Ooh. See, we've gotten a little bit bigger as we've eaten these little Squidwards. I'm assuming we can die once we lose all our hit points, because that's what's happened to all the little Squidwards I've eaten. Now, of course, they're jellyfish, but I'm going to call them little Squidwards because that's what they look like. Okay, so we're going to swim through here. Excuse me. And we get to go through and eat electric eels now, apparently. Come here, you stupid electric eel. They're not very electrifying. It's just a regular eel, though. Come here. I need to eat you. Barely got it before it faded off. This is definitely an interesting game, that's for sure. Something in your body speaks. Okay. I will help you evolve. You may call me Crystal. Okay, hi Crystal. Evolving your jaws will increase your biting strength. Okay, thank you, Crystal. Now again, the graphics and music, I'm going to grade this, so... We're grading this on 3 different categories here. The gameplay is the biggest thing, that's getting a 50. That can get up to a 50, I should say. And then sound and music and the controls are 25 points apiece. Or graphics, sound, and control. Graphics, sound, and music are 25 apiece. So, let's grade this. The gameplay, I'm going to give about a 40. It's not a perfect 50, but it's up there. And, the music is really relaxing. I like that. It fits the game very well. I'm going to give it a perfect score of 25. So we're to a 65 so far. And then the controls are very simple. I think I'm going to give that another 25. So a total of 95 for E.V.O. Search for Eden, right here on Retro Rarities. And once we die, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day on this. But again, you have 50... Again, you have 40 gameplay, 25 apiece for graphics, sound, and music. I'm going to give it a 90 overall. Because it's a very interesting game. Since most of us probably don't have the money to go out and grab it, especially right now, I'd say emulate it. Or put it on your Super Nintendo Classic Edition if you got one. Now, I can't obviously tell you where to get the game, because, well, emulation. But I think that's all I'm going to cover here for this. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. If you ended up liking the video, like, comment, subscribe. Bye-bye, everyone.